I think it's pretty safe to say that the Star Wars franchise, as of right now, is quite expansive, with Episode 9, 2 new trilogies, 2 new live-action TV series, as well as the Clone Wars Season 7. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, a lot of people have been wondering about the future of the franchise when it comes to the Star Wars movies, specifically, exactly what's going on with the projects after Star Wars Episode 9. Now, as of right now, we are just less than 1 year away from the release of the final installment of the Skywalker saga. Then moving on from that, a lot of people are very curious about Star Wars 2020, which originally was going to be the Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars film, until it was either put on hold or ultimately canceled. We're not quite sure exactly what's happening with that. However, when it comes to Disney and Lucasfilm, alright, what's really interesting is that there are negotiations taking place right now on taking a break for the Star Wars franchise when it specifically comes to the Star Wars movies. A 1 year break for Star Wars films until the new trilogy is all set and ready to go. So that means that we are probably not going to be seeing a Star Wars movie in 2020, all the way through January to December of that year, which honestly may be very, upsetting to a lot of people out there who are used to the annual Star Wars film format. Honestly, I do love the annual format, how we get one Star Wars movie every single year. Now, sure, they may have made a big mistake with The Last Jedi releasing December of 2016, and then, or should I say December of 2017, and then, alright, Solo: A Star Wars Story releasing May of 2018. That may have been a mistake on their part. Also, The Last Jedi Backlash didn't help either. So, with that being said, a lot of people are very concerned now on whether or not a 1 year Star Wars break when it comes to the movies is a good or a bad idea. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think as of right now, it may be a good move for Disney and Lucasfilm, given that there is a lot of backlash against The Last Jedi, given that Solo: A Star Wars Story did not perform well at the box office, even though I actually believe it was a rather entertaining film. I saw it once, that's all, how many times I saw it in the theaters. I thought it was an entertaining film, and that's pretty much that's all there was really to it. So, moving on away from this, alright, how there are negotiations in place right now when it comes to a whole entire year of no Star Wars movies, skipping an entire year of a theatrical release for a Star Wars film. I don't know, it's a very risky move. It could go, both ways, really. It could be bad or a good thing for Disney and Lucasfilm. Honestly, I think it wouldn't hurt them. I think that skipping a year would build up the anticipation even all the more for the new Star Wars trilogy. This seems to be their way of building up hype for an entire new trilogy. I don't know if you guys knew this, but that is their priority right now, is of course working on this new Star Wars trilogy by the creators of Game of Thrones and their set of Star Wars films. As of right now, we're hearing little to nothing about Rian Johnson and what he's doing with his new Star Wars trilogy. His movie Knives Out, I believe, comes out next year, so he could start working on it pretty much consistently by 2019, by the summer of that year. But as for the creators of Game of Thrones, they're going to start work as early as March of 2019. Just a couple of months from now, really. In the first quarter of next year is when they begin work on that trilogy. So, it seems as so that everything that we have been hearing about these past couple of months are definitely lining up with this, is that they're going to focus primarily on television for 1 whole year and taking a break from Star Wars movies for the year of 2020 until we hit 2021. Now, there's a flip side to all of this. They could make the wait seem shorter, where the new Star Wars trilogy will actually start May of 2021. So that wouldn't be like a whole 2-year wait. It would be more around the lines of like a 1.5 years or so. So that wouldn't be too bad, I guess, for the Star Wars fans. But I don't know about you guys, but I think it is a risk. It could go, both ways. This could be good or bad for the franchise. What do you think about this? Is a 1 year break for the Star Wars movies a good idea by Disney and Lucasfilm? Or is this a huge mistake? You know, what's your take on the franchise right now and the Star Wars community? Does the community need a break and a rest overall in order to get that anticipation running for a new Star Wars trilogy? Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.